video. Today we're gonna do my 11 to 16 week bump date. It is July 4th and I'm out on our new covered patio in my favorite new maternity outfit. I don't ever wear dresses, so this is an occasion. Today I'm gonna cover symptoms, how I've been feeling emotionally, any sort of like food cravings, and then I'll go into the doctor appointment that I had where we talked about the baby and the tumor that they found and where we're gonna go forward with that. Okay, so I've got my little blanket. It's a little bit chilly even though it's July 4th, and then I've got my 0.0 beer. I do not sip. I do not have a lick of alcohol, not one sip when I'm pregnant, so this is good stuff. Anybody who's been pregnant knows it's very, very hard to find good 0.0 beer. So, week 11 through 16, so that basically covers my transition from first trimester to second trimester. Thank God for the second trimester. It is so much better than the first. Let me look at my notes on my phone actually. My first trimester was a little bit rough. So if you guys remember, in my first trimester I was very, very tired. That continued basically until week 14. Not as tired, but basically where I would crash at 4 or 5, and it was really hard for me to get any work done. I work during my son's naps, and after he goes to bed, I work remotely, and that was really, really difficult in these weeks. So after about week 14, that got a lot better. You know, week 15 and now week 16, like, I've been able to work plenty. But I still have days where 4 or 5 o'clock rolls around and I'm like, David, you have to take the baby. Let me adjust this. There we go. Now you can see the top of my head. Okay. Oh, I felt baby kick at 15 weeks. We were actually on a camping trip with our 2-year-old, and I was laying there on the air mattress and I felt the baby kick, and that was really, really neat. I definitely did not feel my first baby kick that early. It was more like 20 weeks. So 15 weeks was really, really early, and I was really excited about it. It's been very hard for me to fit into clothes, even clothes that come up high. So I have these really high-waisted, regular leggings that I got from Target, and I thought, oh, for sure I'll be able to fit in those, no problem. They feel very restrictive. I feel like it's like squishing the baby. I had to buy maternity pants. I don't really need maternity shirts at this time because I'm just not that big. But yeah, I had to buy some new clothes, which I loved buying maternity clothes with my first, mainly because my mom bought them for me. But I don't really like spending my own money on them because I know I'm not going to wear them that long. Oh, I have been a little irritable, or I was a little irritable, like 14, 15 weeks. I just did not want to be super social. I wasn't really feeling it, week 14 and 15. Update, my chest is growing, which I did not experience with my first baby very much at all. And this time it is a very pleasant surprise, so that's very nice. Another thing is, when I was pregnant with my son, my first baby, of course I loved him, of course I wanted to protect him when I was pregnant with him, but very surprisingly to me, I did not feel like I just loved him so much when he was in my tummy. I mean, I would talk to him sometimes or something like that, but I really didn't bond with him and just like become in love with him until he was here. And I thought it was strange at the time that I wasn't super bonded, but then I also felt like it was strange to love something that you didn't know yet. How can you love someone you don't know? And so I really didn't bond with him. I wasn't super bonded when he was in my tummy. I was happy to be pregnant. Of course, I would have been devastated if something would have happened, and I felt very protective of him, but not super bonded. And this time that is different. One, I've gotten to see the baby more. I'm having a much easier experience with my medical care, which is really nice. And I know what's coming, and I know how sweet it is. I love the newborn phase. I think it's easy and fun. I've always loved newborns, and so I kind of know what I'm getting myself into. I know there's going to be cuddles and, you know, nights up where it's just quiet with the baby, and I know what nursing is like, and I'm very excited about all that. So I think this time I feel very bonded with this baby. I'm already very in love with this baby. When I think about it, I think, oh, I love him or her so much. Right now I call it a him because the last ultrasound we had was, they predicted with most certainty that it was a boy. So we both feel like it's a boy now, and when I saw the baby on the ultrasound, I felt like it was a boy. Maybe we'll be surprised. We don't care. As long as the baby is healthy and happy, that's all we care about. But I do feel very bonded with this baby. As far as food goes, just like with my first baby, I hate grilled meats. Anything that's like healthy meat-wise, like grilled chicken, grilled steak, pork chops, I can't eat it. I can eat all the hot dogs and hamburgers and ground beef and breakfast meats and fried meats, but I cannot do healthy grilled meats. I did not like it at all with my first baby, and I don't like it with this one. Of course, I love spicy and sweet foods, which was true with my first as well. I can eat spicy pho and spicy Cheetos and then go and have a drumstick or some ice cream or a cookie. I love it all, and I do really love this beer too. So I've been doing a lot of that because it helps kind of curb my cravings for a beer on a sunny afternoon or a cocktail. I guess I will show you my bump. Yes, I will show you my bump, and then we'll talk about the doctor appointment. Ooh. So this is my bump right now. Nice little bump. That's it. That's the baby bump. Okay, let's talk about the doctor appointment. Alright, so the doctor appointment I had at 16 weeks and a couple days. Right now I'm 16 weeks, 5 days. And it went really well. We talked about the tumor or cyst on my ovary. The ultrasound person, who I believe, she's a radiologist, so she wasn't just an ultrasound tech. She thinks it's a germ cell tumor, which is a tumor that grows from your, it has a lot of DNA in it because it grows from your eggs. It's common and it's almost always benign, which is wonderful because, as I have learned over the last couple weeks, almost none of the ovarian tumors are likely benign. So they might be, but you would have to get them tested. It's either almost always or 50-50. So I'm very happy that this one, they think it, my doctor seems to think it's a cyst or a tumor. The radiologist thought it was a tumor. So what I am doing about that is I am getting that another image. So I'm going to an imaging place. The last place I went to was maternal and fetal medicine. They concentrate on babies. So they didn't get a good picture of the left ovary. So I'm going to go back to an imaging place and I'm going to get a better picture of that so that the doctor can really see it. My OB can really see it. She's going to be the one who does the C-section. My OB that I'm seeing now is also going to be the one who, during the same time of the C-section, is going to remove the tumor. When I asked her, like, okay, so we're not worried about this being like cancerous or anything. She was like, no. So, okay, whatever you say. And then I said, you know, will you have to take the whole ovary? Can you just do surgery on that? She was like, oh no, we just take the tumor off, you keep your ovary, everything's good. Which makes me feel so much better. I don't want to lose any of my lady parts yet. Not ready for that. I mean, who is? I know, but yeah. So that was all with that. I'm going to go get that image. She's going to take a look at it, and then we'll talk about it at my 20-week appointment, which is end of July, which includes the appointment and the anatomy scan, which I can bring David to finally. As far as the baby looks great, brain looks great, heart looks great, everything looks great with that. We are still going to do an echo on the baby at 22, 23 weeks just because of some family history. And then that's it. That's all she said about that. I am hoping to get a little peek of the baby when I go in for the ultrasound of the ovary. But we'll just have to see, and I also don't know if I can film. So I wouldn't imagine that I can in an imaging place, but I didn't think I could at the other place either, so we'll see. That's the whole update for today. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, I'll be on later talking about either an elective ultrasound that we're gonna have, which we might do in a few weeks, or we might just wait till the 20-week ultrasound at the end of this month. Talk to you then. Bye.